since day one. 1-2.
And Jim Twiggs, your All-State agent with the hometown high school football game of the week as we have the third quarter kickoff coming up. 51-14 is the score, but that really doesn't tell the whole story. The story is we've got a football team in green and gold down here that just doesn't want to give up.
Yeah, we've had 10 scores here so far this game. And it started off with a safety, and that made 10 scores, as you see the scoreboard, 51-14. So Catholic Central on the side, you see some of the injured players there and helping to pick up the spirits of the players that are still fighting, and that's why they call them the Fighting Irish. And we got, the sideline over here coming across here is Borden in front of us, and across the way, the Green and Knights. And this is a homecoming, and Lindsay Joseph was the homecoming queen. So it's a pretty nice night here for the Catholic Center. Really good crowd out here. The score would not tell you what kind of fun people are having.
Yeah. And we've had good reaction, and we've had a good following from Green and across the way. Same way with Catholic Central, which stands to reason since they are, of course, in homecoming here. As we will start the second half.
With a running clock,
And I think they placed it at 10 minutes for 10-minute quarters.
10-minute quarters?
Yeah.
And a running clock?
And so
that probably was decided with both coaches, I would imagine.
It probably was, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it has to be, yeah.
And it's not just like, go ahead and put it at 10. Put it whatever time you want. But Catholic Central is going back as coming out to get the tee.
And here's the kid walking out there to get ready to go, and that being Micah Ichi, who has just really, really shown his wear.
Well, you can say he has that Moss highlight now. And it doesn't matter what this season does, win or lose, he will always have that on his reel.
Oh, what a great couple of passes by the quarterback, Jayden Borden, who is just – and he's the one that's been playing three ways.
He's throwing some balls way up there, just trying to see if anybody can come up with the ball. And he had his basketball friend Ichi go up there and get it. So here's the second half is underway. We're in Springfield, Ohio. Catholic Central down 14 to the Green and Knights 51.
And Cameron is – wait a minute, we got a whistle already?
And it probably will favor Catholic Central because that was right into the arms of the receiver, Nick Traylor, who already has 2 scores here tonight.
Well, and then you see standing down there in the middle the guy that's been part of this offense as well, Cameron Cox. And the kid over here, Nick Traylor, who's just in front of him.
And Security National Bank did not give away any money here.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Kathy Hill was shaking the boots.
Yeah, it was pretty close. That one just bounced off of the top. All right, let's get this second half underway.
51-14, and as Gary had mentioned, we are just about ready to go. Second half action as Borden will approach the football. Here is the kick, and it's a short kick. Takes a bounce right into the hands of the receiver, and that being Benson. And Benson finding a little bit of running room to start, and then just runs into the arms of Micah Ichi, who says, "You're not going anywhere else." So the ball is going to be placed down. Should be right around the midfield stripe.
And as Lee said, the clock was set at 10 minutes with a running clock in the second half when it's up by 35 points.
Right. And, there was a thing where somebody was moaning and groaning, and they talked about putting the coaches, taking them off to jail on the East Coast. It was either Maine or Rhode Island quite a few years ago because the score, like at the end of the third quarter, was 70-0, and they were still passing the football. And that kind of caught everybody's attention, said, well, let's do this. And that's what everybody does now. So 9:14 remaining here in this third quarter. And if I'm not mistaken, yes, we do. Brand new quarterback in there for Greenan. and that being Evan Davis, who took the snap from center. And, you know, this is probably, if Evan stays in there, a smart thing to do.
Yeah, Hurlburt was the running back that got that ball, number 35. And you see where he's lined up there. And I like this. This is a classy move from the coach over there, Josh Wooten.
A lot of white jerseys out there, too.
Yeah, so this is really a nice, and Benson's back out as a receiver.
All right, calling the signal.
Keeping Bassmore down here.
Boy, and finding a hole through that left
Look at
side
him
and
fighting.
still going and still trying to. I think everybody's out there on that tackle as nobody could really down Logan Holbert.
Except number 52, Deontay Fultz. Remember, he got kind of dinged up, was on the field for a timeout, injury timeout, but he finally put him down on the turf.
And he's back in the ballgame.
Yep. 8 minutes left to go in this third quarter.
So looking over the sideline, that's what Greenan does each and every play. Look over there. And again, a new quarterback, Evan Davis.
Blitz is on.
Greenan. And he
Fumble.
drops the football. Yeah, went to hand it off. That was, Evan got the snap. It just kind of turned. And I guess he thought the running back was going to take it instead of putting it in there because it just dropped to the ground.
And I'd like to see Catholic Center do a little more blitzing on that because they were pretty successful in that first half a couple times, dropping the quarterback for a loss.
Well, 39-yard line, going to be second down, 15 yards to go for the first down. Evan Davis, again, is the quarterback. Cade Rice is on the bench. And a job well done in that first half for Cade. Pass over
nice
the middle.
pass.
Oh, and the defensive play by Micah Ichi, as that had touchdown written all over it after he caught it. Clay Huff, he was on his way.
Yeah, looks like just got all jersey there. And coming in there was Borden. Borden was the one that made that tackle.
All right, as they get set up, and they being Greenan. Top of your screen and the bottom of the screen. Couple of receivers. Receiver in the slot as well.
Hurlburt, the running back.
Yes. Evan Davis calling the signals.
He gets the ball.
Holbert gets it, and this time went down. And that was kind of an easy takedown. There was a heck of a block out there.
Nice. You just missed it out of the corner of your eye here. Bass Moore just put down Ashton Young on coverage, gave him a hand and helped him back up and patted him on the shoulder. Classy play from the Greenan player.
Very classy. And I'm like you. I don't know what the penalties were called against Greenan for because this bunch has been pretty good. And now we're going to have a stoppage of time. There's going to be a timeout as it is Greenan that wants the timeout. So 5:12 remaining here in this third quarter, 51-14. I love the throw for dough. Both those girls came so close to putting it in. And who was it?
Laura Williams had a shot at it.
And Elena Camden just kind of threw it over, and she was real close. She was practicing over there on the sidelines. I watched her for almost the whole first half.
Well, what was funny when you were down there doing it, I heard people in the crowd going, "Oh, well, she'll get this. She plays softball or something." And it's like,
It gets a little bit tougher when you got people watching you.
Oh yeah. It's all. When you walk by, and you have a wad of foil and you throw it towards the trash can, it always goes in. But if somebody bet you to toss it, you'd never make it in.
You never make it, no.
Yeah, you just walk it, you probably throw it across the room and go in.
Okay, but you got to make this for $1 million.
Now here's your kicker, Lee. This is what they wanted to do, is that field goal.
That's fourth down and one.
And look at the distance on this as the officials go back underneath the goalposts. Check out this.
Is this from the 33?
It's from the 33-yard line.
This
exactly.
would match his longest of the season.
All right, let's check it out.
And so far, he is 6 for 6. Let's see if he can go 7 for 7. It's on its way. It's got the distance, and it is
good. Look at that, folks.
He is 7 for 7. He's a sophomore.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and the kid has got a leg. That's going to get him a scholarship in college.
So the official, let's see if the official, Nathan Hawks.
Yes. And Gary and I saw from the 43, for the 33, which would have been a 43-yard field goal.
So 43 right here.
So that.
And what would you say was his longest was 43?
Was 43, yeah.
So he tied it. Man.
And he was actually kicking them from the 35-yard line before
Warming
the ball
up.
game.
That's right. That's right.
And then he got tired of that, so he moved it to the 30.
And you know what? People are going, well, they're running up the score. No.
Yeah.
They're using their weapons, effectively, because they're going to be in a game when they need that, And that's not a chip shot right there, folks. 43 yards.
And that's not a chip shot for anybody in college or pro. I mean, that's not a give me. And he hit that one and nailed it good. So the score right now with 5:55 remaining here in this third quarter, 54-14.
Imagine attending college and that's all you have to do is kick field goals and get an education. But I wouldn't like that pressure at all. I don't think, the game's on the line and you're they're still searching for a kicker for your pro team, the Browns, aren't they?
God. Well, the guy at least got it off his toe.
Yeah. But and look at the people that are on the sideline for Catholic Central.
Look at Mike McKinnon we're talking about.
He's going, cheering him up.
Oh, here he's got it.
Ashton
Young coming up the middle, tries to put a fake on, but boy, that was a whale of a tackle.
That was a truck that came in there. That's number 69 shooting across there. Davon Johnson, 6'3", 200-pounder.
He looked bigger now.
And he just met the dirt there, and I want to kind of keep this Ashton Young in good shape here.
Yes. Okay, the ball is at the 17-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10. Officially, they've got the 16, but 1st and 10 no matter what. Borden heads back into that huddle with the play as Catholic Central breaks. Ashton kind of taking his time getting over here. Lining up on the wrong side, then heading over was Cameron Rowe. As they get the offense ready to go, Rowe starts in motion.
And he's got it.
Yeah, he's going to take the handoff. Oh, nice move.
Gutsy carry from the
boy, it sure was.
Rowe.
Gets it across the 20, out to about the 21 or 22-yard line. And they had that time just right. As soon as the quarterback got it, Rowe got the handoff.
And if you're a big defensive player and you see Rowe coming, that you get a little petrified because he's a lot shorter than you are, and he can go by you a lot quicker than you can get him. And look at 68 right there on your screen from Greenland's going, man, that was a scat back that just went by me.
And I missed the 2nd down and 5. So 5-yard pickup, nice pickup.
Remember, Rowe got that little crossing pattern in
did.
traffic, so pretty tough player there.
He's not afraid. Borden starts out over that right side, puts his head down, and still get out close to the vicinity of the 25-yard line. One of the officials looks like that's where he wants to mark at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I think if he would have cut it up sooner or gone outside, he would have had a little more yardage because he had his blocker there for him.
If he could have ducked in.
Yeah, he kind of went right where the block was occurring.
All right, so the ball is, nose on the 25, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 with 3:41 remaining. And as we had mentioned, a running clock. And has been all evening long. Borden goes over to the sideline and talks to the coaching staff, gets the play that he wants, and they break the huddle, Catholic Central. Well, they got some receivers out there, too. We got one on this side, one on the top. And the one player doesn't look like he knew where to go. Borden with it, heads to this near sideline. Nice block being thrown out here on the outside by Michi. And he just got up in front of the player.
Coming in on that tackle was Tally Peterson, 17. Getting some help also by number 65, Anthony Hooper.
Now, they're still looking over to the sideline, Gary.
I think he got the first down, don't you think?
It looks like he did. The one official says
no one's going to mark it
first
yet.
down and nobody's moving yet.
Now they're saying
fourth
fourth down and a half.
It is 4th down.
Half an inch, 6 inches probably.
Man, it can't be. Okay,
oh,
they
no,
are going to move the sticks. Now they are.
Well, he had his fist up there signaling 4th down. So.
And this one down here, the one official down at the bottom was going first
down. Yeah, first down. And the clock runs 2:24 in the 3rd.
A lot of players not really knowing where they want to line up right now for Catholic Central. Borden with it's going to head straight up the middle. And he may pick up a yard, maybe 2 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, about 8 yards to go. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
One thing with the quarterback here for Catholic Central, if you're getting in trouble, run that play, keep running it, and then go ahead and hit your outside passes. At this point in the game, these are things you're going to work on, not just this year, but to finish up this year and build upon next year, the things that are going to work for you down the road.
Oh, yeah. That was funny, though. The one official on the far side of the field threw his flag, and it's like nobody was paying attention to him, and then they finally called a legal procedure.
We've had some sloppy play by both of these, by Greenon and Catholic Central,
And some
costly plays by Greenon. Because some of those, the score could have been a little bit larger than it is right now, but called back by penalty. Coming down low is that Cameron Rowe.
Okay, and I do like, Gary, that you brought that up, is that Josh Wooten was on some of the short ends of those sticks, and he knows how to at least get almost.
Nice defensive play by Talon Peterson.
Yeah, he really defended that one well. So it's going to be for Knott. It's going to bring up a second down.
Pat Cavanaugh in on that as the receiver, but it was just over his fingertips. Good play by the defender.
We may get one more play here in this third quarter as the clock is down to 38 seconds. And Vorton heading into the huddle. Second down and 15 on the play. I still would like to see him do that short passing game that they started out with.
And kind of got away from it, but what it's going to do, it's going to help save your line because you don't have to block that long.
Well,
just block, and then boom, it's downfield, and you can't have your lineman downfield.
All right, good snap.
There's your short, opened up. Nope.
Being rushed.
Wide open across the far side.
Oh, and got it.
There he goes. That's been there. That's been there all night long.
Young, yes. You had mentioned that in the first quarter.
We said he was going to get some action, and that one's been there all night long. And it was a broken play, so he's going to be even more wide open. But notice where he was. It's kind of in the darker area of the field in that dark uniform.
He was hiding.
He was kind of hiding over there.
So that's going to do it. That's the end of 3 quarters of action. And the fourth quarter coming up between Greenon Knights and the Catholic Central Irish on local TV for me, Sports Network.